boys and girls, to what is our next game here. We have Bears versus Alternate Attacks here coming at you. Of course, ATN just coming off catching their previous matchup against Cloud9 right there. And you know what? Again, they look decent. That was actually probably the best they've looked so far. And here it is on day number 2. So there's some hope for them after all. But obviously running into quite the challenge right here in what is Bears, who is one of 3 currently 4-1 teams, if I'm not mistaken. So, joined by Merlini once again, myself being Breaky CBK. Merlini, does Alternate Attacks have hope here?
Reserve time.
Are they going to pick Keeper? I don't think so.
They have a chance.
I don't think they're going to pick it.
If they don't, then you'd figure Bears probably would.
What else would they pick?
What have they been liking? In fact,
Slardar, yes.
Okay.
They pick Slardar all the time.
Yeah. Let's see, Alternate Attacks.
Pick Jug a few times. I don't know.
Kind of going to their, looking on the Dota buff here real quickly.
Rubik would be okay for them.
I guess Warlock, Invoker, Earth Spirit, and Slaughter have been their top picks so far. Like Ogre Magi, so it's a solid start. It's one of the more popular heroes.
There's Keeper and there's Wisp available for Bears, so they can take either if they'd like.
10 seconds.
Yeah, they like to run some Wisp. Who do they like to pair that with when they pick it up?
They paired it with Morphling last time.
Oh, that's right, yeah. We did guess that.
But you can pair it with
Keeper
most
of the light.
things.
Okay. Or you could go both, Coddle and Wisp.
That is mana overload. Although I think it'd be fine.
Yeah.
For them. Yeah, they wouldn't have a playmaker though. Gapsor usually plays someone who can actually roam and do a lot of damage in the lanes. So maybe not Wisp, because that means he'd be playing Keeper probably, and Adam would be playing a Wisp.
All right, so probably not that combination, but they are going to put some thought into the second pick. Already down to about 1:50 of that reserve time, so definitely uncertain of exactly what they want to go here. I'm just checking out their top picks recently. They go Invoker themselves. In fact, Invoker happened to be their top pick going into this, so not a big surprise there.
Fero's Invoker's pretty good, I would say. Pretty good.
Just like that. Pretty good.
Clock was actually not that bad for attacks.
Have you ever seen Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I think I've watched like a couple episodes. I don't really remember it too much.
Never mind then. Night Stalker. All right.
Oh yeah, they tried this other day.
The counter.
Air quotes.
Yeah.
Counter. Not really the counter.
Kinda counter. The on paper seems like maybe it could be, but we really haven't seen that to full force yet. Counter. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like that it's as strong maybe as people are giving it credit for, but ATN wants to try it here.
5 seconds remaining.
But yeah, it's like using a second pick on Night Stalker to go with your Ogre Magi. It just feels weak, right? Like to begin your draft here.
Oh, I'd much rather have Bears draft.
Yeah.
That's
Coddle Invoker there.
Undoubtable. I don't know. It's never have I been like, oh my gosh, this Night Stalker owns.
Yeah, exactly. And it feels like it tapers off so quickly too. Like again, what he really brings to the table is the scare factor, I guess you could say, especially earlier on. You know, the first nighttime, people are going to be like, oh, okay, it's nighttime. They have a Night Stalker. You know, maybe we should worry. His silence too, Crippling Fear could be a decent ability against your like Storm Spirit, I guess. But yeah, outside of that, we've seen like 5 or 6 Night Stalkers. But I'm with you. There's none that really stand out as like, oh man, that Night Stalker that game, he was the reason they definitely did so well.
I think Keeper just does a lot more damage too. Like Mana Leak's, like I think Mana Leak's probably better than Crippling Fear, and then Illuminate does like 1500 damage AoE and kills creeps, whereas Night Stalker's Void is single target. So like in the team fight, which is a lot of what Dota has boiled down to nowadays, Keeper just does a lot more. Blinding Light, 80% miss on multiple heroes is incredible. Like he can bring people to the team fight with Recall too. Night Stalker just gives you vision, but what can you actually do with that vision? Not so much most of the time, because he can get the jump on people, but I don't know. Nowadays, like heroes are just really tanky too. Like the frontliners, like Centaur does not care for like a Night Stalker season. It's like whatever, who cares?
The Timber Saw,
Centaur, Timber Saw too.
Yeah, something interesting that Bears has done, and I actually heard about this, is they've been running a bit of Beastmaster with the Keeper of the Light actually. and you basically have just constant spam damage between the Illuminate, the Chakram, to even and the Wild Axe as a Beastmaster, and then the Chakram, of course, regen on all that mana. They have played Beastmaster a couple times with the Coddle, in fact, so far in this event. So
it's a pretty nasty offlane. Gives them really great split push potential.
It's pretty unique as well. So
yeah, not that many teams pick Beastmaster. His aura's really good though.
He's a strong hero.
His talents are pretty strong. I think he has like plus 100 and 150 damage maybe at level 25.
Really? Oh my god.
I think so. Yeah.
That's really strong. That powerful. Jeez. Yeah, level 25 talent, but still. Yeah, but his Primal Roar is one of the better initiation tools, I think you could argue, in the game. Obviously, if you're decent with the micro, the Hawk is going to bring you fantastic map control, ideally. And hell, you could almost argue against a Night Stalker, having the Hawk wouldn't be too bad. So if they don't ban Beastmaster here, I'm almost kind of expecting it, convincing myself.
I like more 5-man though against Night Stalker. Like if you have a stronger 5-man, you just push towers and you don't really care about Night Stalker. Night Stalker is really good when people are split up. You know, you're trying to gank people, you need to get the jump on a hero that's like split pushing or whatnot. But in a straight 5-on-5, I think Night Stalker actually suffers a lot. Same with Ogre. Like these two don't really do anything in a team fight, whereas Invoker and Keeper just do like massive amounts of magic AoE damage. And Invoker is really strong at hitting towers with Forge Spirit and Alacrity on whatever hero that you want to use it on.
Probably not Rubik, but they do go Rubik here with their third pick.
Yep, Sora's Playmaker hero.
Got that taken care of. The fourth one, again, going to be interesting to see what direction they go there. They're going to need either their off lane or that short lane core, most likely. The third pick for alternate attacks, however, they have to figure they're going up against this Invoker now. They know both supports. If you figure that you're going to get a lot of, you know, team fight action, is there a hero that maybe stands out here for alternate attacks that would be good to be involved in such?
I like Tinker personally. I think Tinker does pretty well in lane versus the Invoker, especially with most Invokers not getting Force Spirit until much later. The laser kind of destroys him in lane. Gives him a lot of burst. What other ones? You have Night Stalker for vision and to protect you. OD is like, I don't know. Gets owned by Blinding Light. Doesn't do so much in the team.
We haven't seen a lot of OD this event.
Nah, he's I think he's been nerfed to the point where he's like at the right place.
Yeah. Not seen too much, but yeah, in this case, really not seen a whole lot in general. Okay. A mid hero that's actually has been picking up a lot of steam lately is that Shadow Fiend. We have been seeing quite a bit of, in fact. So.
Phantom Assassin.
Phantom Assassin. All right.
Team pick.
Is that gonna fit the mold?
I haven't seen PA too much. PA struggles a lot versus magic damage though, which Invoker and Keeper just output tons of. So I'm a little bit dubious of the Phantom Assassin. Phantom Assassin I like versus Drow Ranger in particular. I think like she destroys Drow, and it's like even if you can't kill the Drow, you can actually just get on top of her and tank until like the marksmanship is gonna be ineffective in the team fights. But it is a hero that does okay with Bloodless. I don't know, but like Bloodless PA is not that great either because she already has Blink Strike for attack speed.
Yeah. And it's so like all in with those big auto attacks with the coup de grace, so you're not like looking at. Interesting too, because yeah, without a BKB, as you're kind of getting at, this is going to be a very difficult game for Phantom Assassin.
Yeah, it definitely is. You can't jump in. If you jump in, you just get Blinding Light, you get Cold Snap, you just get destroyed. So you just got to throw daggers from afar, which I think there probably would be better heroes to do damage from afar with. Like Wind Ranger, let's say, would be like a preferable mid laner. I don't know where they're going to run the PA. That could be safe lane.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Could go like a safe lane PA and then maybe a mid Magnus. Get that empower buff.
Does not sound very bad.
I don't know how that would match up against Invoker necessarily, but they're going to have to deal with the Clockwork here, and now Disruptor will be that fourth pick, though.
So at dealing with Clock. In the team fight, you just glimpse them back after he hook shots, and
oh yeah,
no harm, no foul.
That does seem pretty decent actually. So,
but their safe lane is really weak. Clockwork, I think, is going to have a really easy time in that safe lane. Like PA Disruptor or pretty much any carry plus Disruptor is very weak versus Clockwork, especially when you have a threat of Sunstrike. If Clockwork catches a support and a cog, Sunstrike dead. You probably don't even need Battery Assault.
So I guess even with some harassment of Disruptor, maybe with that Thunder Strike, it's just more the turn potential that Clockwork brings. So gonna have to be weary of that. The Lifestealer, that 5th ban for Bears. Don't want to have to deal with a Lifestealer, who would have been pretty good against this lineup, I guess. But Lifesteal and a PA might have been overkill. Also, they don't have the best candidate for a Lifestealer too, so yeah, ban feels a little odd to me, but
10 seconds remaining.
Magic immunity is good though.
exactly.
They have no anti-BKB, so Jug
5 seconds
looks
remaining.
pretty good for alternate attacks if they still need a safe laner.
Yeah. And
Radiant
Slark
team
themselves, and now their final pick. They really have to choose quickly here. Down to that 1 second of extra time, so
Jug.
makes sense, yeah. The spin, the magic immunity there, but
Viper's actually.
Jug though, that's another melee. Like I feel like they need some range.
Oh, you called it. Magnus.
Dire team pick.
There they go.
Brush my shoulders off.
And it's gonna be tough versus Invoker though. I also think Clockwork kind of owns Magnus pretty hard later on, but
Skewer
see.
goes through Cox though, right?
yeah, but the cast on Magnus is like not particularly
10
great.
seconds
Okay.
remaining.
Like you're never really gonna be able to get a huge
5
blink
seconds
RP, I
remaining.
think, but we shall see. It's
Luna.
also very difficult to play with a Rubik. So Luna, dude, their 5-man is incredibly strong, and
Yeah.
Luna also destroys PA. How do you ever supposed to blink strike in as the Phantom Assassin unless you get a huge RP off of Magnus? Magnus has a lot of weight on his shoulders.
Yeah, that God RP could be absolutely huge here with the Empower up on PA, big coup de grace proc, and all of a sudden everyone's dead. So I mean that's like a, that's a dream scenario,
It is a
obviously,
dream.
but it's hey, there's potential. That's
Their lanes are way weaker though.
Yeah.
Luna has a free lane, Clockwork has a pretty free lane, and Invoker has one of the easiest matchups he can ask for, I think, in the Magnus. So all in all, Bears, I think, are heavily favored in the lanes and in the team fight. However, team alternate attacks, they do have the huge upside with the Magnus, and Power Phantom Assassin is nothing to scoff
10
at,
seconds
and
remaining.
of course a big RP potential if Rubik does not snag it himself.
Yeah, PA having a difficult time this game is what really stands out to me with the draft. It just feels like this is not going to be a friendly game for the Phantom Assassin whatsoever, and so
Nope.
finding that farm exactly, the landing phase in general maybe going to be a little bit weaker. If he manages to somehow get that farm, though, then sure, and get the BKB, then maybe there is actually hope here for alternate attacks, but it's they're kind of setting themselves up for quite the uphill battle already in a match against a team with Bears that you could say perhaps outmatches them when it comes to the skill level and recent experience, at least. So it's definitely going to be a tough grind. But again, they played solid previous game here against Cloud9.
What is up with all these pauses at the start of the game?
Strat pause, man. Is that not typical?
No, it is.
Huh.
It's usually if you have like some equipment malfunction or something, but
Yeah.
I assume most of these people are playing from boot camps or from the comfort of their homes where they generally already know, the setup and are familiar with everything and don't have hardware issues, but I don't know.
There's a lot of that going on with these boot camps here. I mean, this is a big deal. It's obviously, qualifying for a $3 million tournament. I was almost surprised part of me was surprised South America, especially, they have a lot of the teams boot camping down there. And it's like, well, you remind yourself that's right. I mean, you qualify for this event, the major that is, you're guaranteeing yourselves at least $62,000 if it's split up the way the last major was. So, understandable that. Done a bit of boot camps yourself in your history, Merlini?
Only a couple times. It's all right. Boot camps weren't so big back in my day because traveling was just not as common because budgets were way lower. And I don't know. It was kind of more necessary though because like before you could not play US East to Europe or Europe to US East. Okay. They have gone. G.
There we go.
Let's see. Early ward keeper. Is he going to run into the ogre? No, he's not. Looks like both teams are going to be able to place observer wards in that bottom lane, just as they wish.
Yeah, they ping this out.
Oh, is that a high ground? Oh no, it's not a high ground ward.
No.
I've been looking for a high ground ward that blocks that camp that is on the south side, but I don't think it's possible.
Oh, yeah, now that seems...
Yeah, that's all. Like, what? Did he do it?
Yes,
No,
the God Ward, oh my God. No. That's in the camp right there. So there to block. Forev is going to be like, hello. Well, that was not really a big glimpse. very curious. Why did that glimpse? You know what? It's because he ran there and then he ran back. So it looked like the glimpse literally put him back like 2 feet.
Still made him panic. He cast Cogs. Yeah. Cogs is actually a lot of gold, 20 gold per Cog.
Oh, true.
I think they got one.
He got one last hit, yeah.
One last hit, yeah. So he made some of his clarity gold back, I guess. But now he has level 1 glimpse. Yuck.
Yeah, I feel like Thunderstrike is, or the kinetic field. I feel like you have a kill chance maybe, but no, in this lane probably not. Yeah, it's still gonna miss out on some harassment. And you already mentioned how Clockwork is gonna love this lane anyways.
Oh yeah, he definitely is. Sunstrike is gonna be incredible here. It does like half of PA's HP, like level 5, level 6. Maybe not that much, but still a lot of her HP. Her strength gain is very poor.
We've seen a lot of the Sunstrike combo setups in this tournament. I feel like it is just impressive to watch every time, and yeah, especially this game as you mentioned with the Clockwork, the Cogs to trap in. You just cannot avoid it.
Even Mana Leak too. Mana Leaks, like, you don't really want to run, and if you get stunned, it's an easy Sunstrike. So it's not gonna be super easy for him. Nice block.
Gonna try to get that lane control. He does have Coddle down here, yeah. So it's gonna be an aggressive dual lane ultimately coming out. Now Ogre and Magi is gonna be down here as well. So it ends up being a 3 versus 2. You still like the potential of the Dire lane with the Ogre here?
Definitely. Because it's a melee hero that, like, if you're a melee hero against Cluck, you always have to worry about getting battery assaulted into, and they found the Observer Ward. Battery assault into Cogs. Like, a ranged hero doesn't have to worry about it so much, just because you have that, distance. But melee heroes, it's very difficult. And yeah,
yeah, that's gonna be annoying.
Quick, get the gold!
Get the bounty. 3 gold, yay!
Yeah, that is actually kind of important though, because they need to get their Magic 6 ASAP in this lane.
Oh yeah, no, that seems like it's gonna be a very valuable tool as far as the item goes. But yeah, Invoker here in the middle matchup. You got Firo versus Nisha. Firo so far 4-2, Nisha 4-3, so it's early on, but Magnus,
yeah, he has the level 1 Empower. Pretty good for laning.
God, these Cogs, they really are being spammed, aren't they? Jeez.
Yeah, he has Keeper too, so you can spam it even more.
Yeah. I guess that is the plan, and it most certainly is working. Now, the lane is being pushed up here quite a bit, so we'll have to be careful about that.
Now, Forev is in a little bit of trouble. He does Cog the Disruptor in, but he's glimpsed way deep. Forev.
Kinetic field, it's going to last long enough. Elisa gets credit for the kill, so okay, overstepping a little bit perhaps and getting too confident. Middle lane, meanwhile, Nisha, he needs to be careful not to get turned on. He skewers though, and the Shockwave will take out Firo. We have a 2-0 start for alternate attacks, Merlini.
Easy lanes for alternate attacks.
That's this is something now. Oh, let's not get too ahead of ourselves because Double G top lane. He is probably going to fall. Nice hero block by Reapser, by the way. It's all because that allows Luna to get the first, or not the first blood, but the kill himself, really. So very good execution there.
Sunstrike tries to hit the Magnus, but it did not get him until well after his Shrine had hit.
So he'll be fine, but so yeah, response at the top lane, but again, the alternate attacks of the bottom and now the middle lane got to be feeling good. I guess that's, yeah, Magnus earlier on, he definitely has that kill potential on the Invoker and kind of showed it off right there. And even, well, when he hits level 6-2 with the RPA, you have to be a little careful if your Invoker would be my guess as far as watching your life pool. Definitely get dropped, so. This is bottom lane, maybe going a little bit, oh, as I say that, they're going to split the damage because of the Sunstrike coming out, but Exotic Tear is going to end up falling. Forev, Thunderstrike's on him. I think he's going to end up dying as a result. The auto attack to take him out, but that's going to be a turn kill on Disruptor. So a double kill for Adam here, playing the Coddle. I was going to say, is it surprising that it's going so well, but now it's going pretty good. Oh my god, it's going to get the triple? No.
It's looking pretty close. So now Adam has his own Magic Stick after getting those couple of kills. Magic Stick, one of the best items in lane versus a PA. Forev, kind of dying a lot in this lane, actually. The Glimpse, I guess, trying to catch him as he TP'd in, so maybe he would get back to base, but he was very far out.
Yeah. Very curious decision right there, exactly. So not the case, and he just kind of walks in, and obviously with that Glimpse still being level 1, it's quite the long cooldown of 60 seconds.
Magnus does have the bottle, and he was able to get his invisibility rune. Let's see if he tries to go for the kill onto Firo.
Yep. Shockwave level 3. We're looking at 225 magic damage right
Is
there.
he gonna just pull him away from the? Oh, I thought he might have tried to pull him away from the shrine.
Oh no, he's being patient. Ogre's coming in. That's what he's being patient for. There we go. He opens somewhat, skewers right into the Ogre. And yeah, that damage, it's going to be enough. Bloodlust Sunstrike comes out, but not even going to hit.
Wow, he hit so hard. What on earth? That's only a level 1 Empower. I guess that Empower plus Bloodlust, though. Oh my goodness.
And Shockwave's a lot of damage. For especially up towards a 7-second cooldown, 300 magic damage at level 4. It's a lot of consistent damage coming out, especially in the early game. So
Invoker's getting dumpstered.
Did not think you'd be suggesting that, right?
I did not expect that.
How about his build, by the way? He doesn't have Quas.
Yeah, usually you see 1 point in Wex, but 2 points in Wex is, I think, okay if you're just farming, or if you're really good at hitting meteors.
Top lane, slow on to Luna. It is nighttime after all. Definitely extra benefit, Fata. He's feeling it. Not going to be enough for the kill, though. In fact, the turn kill right there. The Lucid Beam comes out. Now, Night Stalker will get the kill to Luna, so definitely the favor for alternate attacks, and he should be fine running away. Let's a Sunstrike. Oh! That stutter step at the last second actually saved him.
The greed.
Yeah.
Saved him.
The greed saved him, you're right. That's huge right there. Well, that's a big kill out of Luna. Again, an exchange that you're definitely happy about. Now, top or bottom lane even, the Glimpse pull back in the kinetic field trap, but the Illuminate used, and Forev, he's here now with the Battery Assault. They want to get the turn kill on a Phantom Assassin. The Phantom Strike, though, should be the distance. They're going to keep chasing, however. He's not level 6, but he has the cogs to push him out and secure the kill. But now Forev, he's taking the tower damage into the kinetic field trap. Not another glimpse up, though. So
that was a really nice rotation by Fata. You don't see Luna's usually leaving their safe lane this early, but with that kill, and now he is level 6, and they can start pressuring this tower. One of the benefits of Keeper, too, you don't mind stacking all, because you can always take him down. The opponent's like, maybe they can take him down with Magnus, but Magnus still has not left from that lane. Fata looking to take down the stack. What does Kakor want to do?
More Illuminate, and yeah, Fata will just actually freely get the farm in the end. Not much Kakor can do by himself right here. So that's a very efficient farm coming out now.
That's a lot of gold.
Helm of the Dominator almost finished now as a result for Luna. And yeah, as you mentioned, I mean, being not often you'll see a Luna porting on in to assist for some turnaround kills. Does right there, and actually ends up getting benefit with the stacked camp there. So
and Rubik's almost 6 as a result.
That's true. Yeah, it's giving him solo experience.
He might die up here right now, though, if he's not careful.
Yeah, they have the kinetic field, the trap. Night Stalker goes yum, yum, yum. Gets lifted into the tower, actually. Curious decision right there. Nice glimpse back onto Luna. Oh! Is he going to live now? Yeah, the tower's a little bit too much damage. I think the Eclipse was used as well. It was. As he got glimpsed back, actually. So, a little awkward there, but gets the turn kill still.
Wow, he's going 3 points in Wex.
What's the benefit? So passing up Quas, what does that mean? Just more overall damage?
It depends on what spells you use. It's better if you just use Wex. He uses Meteor a lot more than other Invokers that I've seen. Every Invoker has their own specific playstyle, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And he's the Meteor version.
Okay. The Firo Invoker Meteor version, and then Cox the trapping Cocker at the bottom lane, but double G's here on Night Stalker, and it's still nighttime. They get the kill on Ogre. Aboard out, it's going to be a time. The nice hook shot for the stall, not enough though. And Coddle will be picked off. Kinetic field unable to trap him. Darkness has fallen, but without the trap, they're not going to pursue. Clockwork makes his escape. Top lane, Phantom Assassin makes his way up here actually. So interesting rotation as they send Phantom Assassin top lane.
She can easily die, I think, here. A Fade Bolt plus Lucid Beam is going to be like the majority of the health. But Magnus is coming in from the right side. He has a DD and an Arcane Rune.
Oh my
Fata,
God.
I don't think is going to be seeing him. Oh.
Oh no, he misses a skewer. No, he went all in for the skewer. That was so unnecessary right there. And the RP, he cancels it. Okay.
That
wow.
might have hit.
That would have been so, but he didn't want to whiff twice, man.
Yeah, he had his confidence shaken for sure.
Ugh. Bloodlusted, double damage, Arcane Rune, and he whips the skewer.
Yeah.
That wasn't even necessary. You could have just walked up.
He could have just RP'd too.
That too.
Just RP'd into Skewer. That, I think, was a really important kill too. Slowing down Luna, especially at this point in time, is very, very important. They could have actually cut a fair amount of damage on that tower, perhaps. Well, at least he does get the mid tower with that DD rune.
Yeah. The Magnus pick, I mean, outside of that mishap right there, is definitely proving to be a very effective pick. I mean, you look at the CS as well. He is dominating in CS, the net worth for that matter too, as bottom lane. Grab on it for Reb. He'll hookshot into the creep wave right there. Try to stall some damage, I guess.
He tried to get the disruptor, but he missed.
Okay, gotcha. It's like a little funky with the angle, and unfortunately just hit the creep. Dead anyways. I mean, everyone was coming over as we saw, so even if he lands that hook shot, may not get away in the end. Maybe a turn kill, I guess, but he's staying dead, and they're going to roam with a smoke ink now. RP is ready to go for the Magnus here. Shrine it up first. Do you think, okay, I was going to say, do you think Magnus needs that Blink Dagger ASAP, and it looks like he's going to go that now.
Echo Saber.
You like the Echo?
I like Echo.
Okay, he is switching it, yeah.
Echo, you farm really well. Oh, hello.
Oh, was he looking? Yeah, I don't know if Firo was looking, actually. He kind of ran right into him. TP's coming in, but it's way too late, obviously. Now, could potentially get some turn kills right here. The Cogs to trap Ogre Magi, not the greatest target. The Cogs will then push them out, however, and now Double G. He's on the run with Darkness. Being nighttime, that is. And so he has that extra move speed, and it looks like it is going to barely be enough distance. The nice glimpse back, just in case. Minimal casualties. That's an exchange you're happy with.
Ooh, that was a really nice blinding light. He blinding lighted him into the cogs, and he got pushed into the Luna. That was sick.
Didn't get a kill in the end, but
yeah, it was.
The attempt was there.
Also nice. Night Stalker also had a really nice fog too. Got away from the Luna just rounded the corner in time before the last beam could come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Echo Saber is really good because you can farm really quickly with it, and it's pretty important to be able to like farm ancients and whatnot during the downtime.
I get the kill on the Luna, and the Sunstrike, I don't even think it might have hit right there on Disruptor, but he survives anyways, and they just walk it off. So very good use of the Darkness right there coming out from Night Stalker as it just hit daytime. Another kill, but yeah, the Echo Sabers you're talking about, the semi-carry potential too of a Magnus actually feels pretty decent with his talent tree, the 25 attack speed that he already gets, the 12 strength, the 50% empowered damage on the cleave.
Echo Saber also lets you get a lot of damage during your RP. Like you can RP, double hit, and then skewer back, and then double hit again. It's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And alternate attacks, I must say, are playing way better than they were yesterday.
They are. Definitely, again, we kind of mentioned that earlier, saw glimpses of that, but honestly, now even against Bears, they are on point. This lineup is working, and their rotations are good, and they are deserving of the early lead, no doubt, and now this is going to be even further as Adam blinding light pushback, trying to live here, but it's just not going to be nearly enough. Skewers, oh, well, you got to kill him, guys. There you go. Thought he was already dead, and ended up finishing him off in the end, but Magnus, no doubt, again, he had that misplay earlier, but Nisha, he's definitely been kind of the big factor now. Not to get too ahead of ourselves, because at the same time, Phantom Assassin, this still ideally will be a struggling game for her.
That's okay. She has Empower, so
True.
she's like way stronger than a normal PA at this network. Empower is ridiculous, ridiculously good.
Yeah.
He's actually going for a Helmet Dominator for some Phantom Assassin, not that unusual. And finally, the Luna team will take out the first tower from the Dire side. Looks like the tower count is now 1-1 after Magnus had destroyed the Invoker in that mid lane.
Yeah, again, Firo, not often you would say that, but has the hand of Midas at least himself, and he is working towards that Axe now pretty quickly. He did get that Staff of Wizardry first, but at the 3,200 gold, and he'll be good to go. As far as having that finished. Now, Luna also, you can't overlook either. She is a top farm on her team, and has the Dragon Lance now coming along to follow up her own Helm of the Dominator, of course. And the Ogre Frostmage does seem like it's a pretty viable creep here, as far as the armor buff. 8 armor against the PA. Yep. Not a bad choice. Clockwork, he's making priority on the 4 staff here. That over the Blade Mail?
I personally think Blade Mail is a little bit better, but 4 staff maybe so he can save the Luna and or the Invoker perhaps. I think maybe playing a little bit of a more selfless game.
Yeah. Bottom lane, we got something interesting going on there. Here, speaking of that, Ogre going to be killed off with a hook shot in, and now Night Stalker the one in trouble. It is nighttime still, but he can't get out of this. With those cogs, the Sunstrike, it is going to be enough for the kills. Yapster finishes him with the auto attack. Static Storm, Kinetic Field, unfortunately ends up whipping right there.
It was just a tiny bit too late to save the Night Stalker. Also, the teammates didn't help kill the cogs too. Night Stalker had to kill it himself. I think if they had helped him kill it and casted a Static Storm a tiny bit earlier, he would have led. That would have been pretty big for them.
That would have been. That's one of those moments too, as you know, when you're going up against a Clockwork. Definitely keeping stuff like that in mind because, I mean, how many hits does it take? Just 2 auto attacks?
Yep.
Yeah. So you get whoever's in there plus just one teammate. You can kill it basically instantly with just the right click on it. Gotta definitely coordinate that and help your teammates escape in that case. So unable to kill them in time though. So Night Stalker picked off, and obviously got to pause here as a reconnect coming out, but. This Luna is definitely a hero you do not want to let get comfortable farm. Not that they are, but again, if your alternate attacks, definitely happy with the start. However, you definitely want to keep it up as well. And a Blink Dagger on Magnus now to follow the Echo Saber is most certainly going to help with that.
I also forgot about the Bloodlust. The PA also has Bloodlust and the Empower, so even baseline without any items, she's still incredibly high on damage output.
Oh, glimpse back onto Luna. Well played there again. As he ported to the top lane and actually gets glimpsed back all the way to the bottom. So Fata will make use of just farming up a little bit of the jungle.
You can just get recalled.
True.
They need to pop Spirit Form on this Keeper. I don't actually know if he wants to get recalled though.
Well, they want to try to go for a kill on Ogre first, get some more bounty out of this. Beam. Oh, he actually has a Troll Summoner as well. Not even necessary there, but just in case. So, yeah, they get him killed.
Has Blink.
Oh, he does. Wow.
Yeah, that's how they started it all off. That's bad. It's really bad because now he can actually deal with the Magnus quite easily in the team fight. Now that he has that. Just wait for an RP, Blink lift, steal RP, and
oh, true.
Watch yourself in the team fight.
And get crazy. Yeah, no, that's definitely something. And that's kind of interesting as a Magnus player. So when you RP, like, you need to make sure to save your shockwave probably, like, to use it right after you RP, just so it can't be stolen, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's why you lift on the Rubik first.
True. Generally,
it's really tough with Magnus, especially when you're playing against like really high caliber Rubik players. It's you're always scared of it. The only safe way is to get a BKB so you don't get lifted in the team, or of course RP the Rubik, but that's not as easy.
Jumps back on a Clockwork. Unfortunately, not the greatest distance though. So Magnus was running over, unable to make a play. He doesn't have his Blink Dagger just yet. It's actually being delivered as he gets it right there. So
time to smoke. Do they have a smoke?
They do have a kill on Kakor here at the Sunstrike. Okay, that's why I was like, how did he die? He was by himself. Sunstrike lands though, so well played right there. And now Fata, however, not going to chase. Thought for sure they were maybe committing. I mean, he has more teammates coming in, but not close enough, and didn't want to run in blindly here. A little turn around. Clockwork is nearby, ready with a counter hook shot. Bears is not afraid. I mean, they're keeping pushing this bottom lane. Really putting the pressure on. And actually, they are going to jump on to Night Stalker as I say that. He's trying to run away now. Darkness has it activated.
Ooh, nice force. Fodder really did not want to use Eclipse there.
Didn't have to. Clockwork doing work.
And he got the value hook shot with the arcane.
Oh, okay. It's going to be up here soon, yeah. 25-second cooldown left on it, so another hook shot ready to go just around the corner. Phantom Assassin, by the way. The Desolator is almost finished, and yeah, with Stretch with the Bloodlust and the Empower. Watch out. Of course, a lot of damage here on the PA.
Yep, I think it needs to be a Desert BKB game, though, almost for sure.
So yeah, BKB to follow the Desolator then. Make the most sense here. As lift onto Ogre, the hook shot in, and Sunstrike. That's execution at its finest right there.
Invoker's just been parked up here. He did not have a good time, but he's been able to sit here and farm for like the last 10 minutes and rotate in between the jungle. Very common for Invokers because it's quite easy to do the Ancients with a high level Alacrity like he has.
Yeah, this network chart's actually kind of interesting because it's, again, ATN, they've had some pretty decent moments earlier on in the game, nothing too crazy ahead, but you can kind of see now, ever since the couple of pickups that they had on Luna at the top lane and whatnot, the pickups on Invoker, and now they've gotten a bit of farm, though. And now you have 4,000 net worth lead just about for Bears.
Yeah, ever since the Rubik got his Blink, they've been putting the pressure onto alternate attacks, or the alternate attacks. They haven't used an RP in a very long time. I think probably after that whiff on the Luna, he has just been like, I guess I'm just gonna farm. I can't hit my can't hit my skewers.
Yeah, he's maybe deterred a little bit now, which is unfortunate. But oh, who did they catch here? That would be the Night Stalker. They find him. How are they the ones getting, I guess, Clockwork and then the Blink Dagger? But no, this is the big turn kill onto Luna. He gets picked off pretty quickly. Here comes the hook shot, trying to go for a counterplay themselves, but the Clip's back and
he has RP
the
stolen.
Disruptor. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? They don't even need it right here, though. They go in on the Coddle, they get him picked off, and now Furo realizing that's in the bad spot. The EMP will hit a couple, including the Phantom Assassin, but the quick use of the Magic Wand. Goes back up, Sunstrike not going to land. Cackless will be fine. RP was used right there, by the way, but I'm never going to get any kills out of it. Oh, that was used earlier, okay.
Rubik still trying to wait for a good RP opportunity. Also, Invoker, he uses the EMP as well, a Tornado EMP, like a Quas Wex Invoker would. But also one of the benefits of maxing Wex.
Yeah.
Did burn all of PA's mana, and they do have to go Shrine immediately.
I'll pop that up, so mana and health good to go now. The RP will be on cooldown for about 55 seconds, but as mentioned, Rubik does have that RP stolen with the Blink Dagger, so definitely looking forward to a big counterplay opportunity coming up right here. So Luna, the Yasha finish to go with the Dragonlance, Manta style in the works for her.
They'd have to push high ground though to force a fight right now. The T2's already gone. So they either need to do Roche or push high ground if they really want to force attacks to come to them and use the RP. But they only have like a minute, or maybe a minute and a half left on that RP. I don't know if he was level 12 when he stole it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was level 12 when he stole it, so he has 2 minutes left on it.
Okay, so yeah, they have a little bit of a window here. Make a play. Obviously, Roshan is up, so that could be potential, but as I was suggesting earlier, I mean, it kind of feels like that, if anything, you'd expect the aggressive team to be alternate attacks, but Bears has kind of been the ones moving around quite a bit.
Bears is grouped up as 5, and they have the added benefit of having recall. So once Magnus gets his Shadow Blade, he should be able to destroy them if he can find them, but Exotic Deer is in an awkward spot.
Well, Double G is going to get caught in the background here by the Cogs and locked in. He will end up falling back here, Fata. He's chasing, and you see Skira away immediately from the Magnus, puts a Shockwave out, nice glimpse back onto the Luna. The Blinding Light pushes Disruptor away. And that will kind of stall the fight for the time being. Up here, though, Ogre Magi, he's able to pour down in time, too. And only the death on Night Stalker is what we have. But now this does open up the Roshan steal for Bears.
He with RP. I think he hit the Siege Creep. Maybe he got his like blink hit by one of the Helmet Dom creeps or something like that. But, oh, he actually shoots. Yeah, he whiffed the RP completely, and well, Yapzor is still waiting for RP in case they do want to contest, and that's going to be an easy Roshan for Bears.
No. Yeah, they're going to get Magnus as well. Unless he can maybe get a skewer out. He does skewer out a couple with him. Static Storm in the background. There's actually the counter Static Storm, I believe, and down goes Magnus right there. So Yapzor is stealing it for himself. My guess is he RP'd before that as well, and they get the turn kill on a Magnus, and Disruptor also picked off. So Yapzor is making some solid plays on the Rubik. And they do hookshot in the middle lane. They catch Ochre, and that's a third kill to top it all off. And now the secondary tower push on top of it. Luna with an Aegis, so Bears, they've really found an opening now.
They just didn't really make anything happen with their early game lead. Like Magnus, just after that one Luna play, it's like, I'm farming now, guys.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I did my job early on. I locked down Furo Invoker. I'm fine. Yeah, no, there's still, it's, part of me is almost frustrated for alternate attacks, because not that I want to be biased here, but you know, they're obviously the complete underdogs. They're winless coming into this, and they were playing very good. They really were, but a couple of miscues here. Maybe Magnus getting a little too passive, perhaps from the mistakes earlier, and now we see Bears just rolling on through. You see Magnus being even scared of the Clockwork here. I guess Blade No helps with that, but he's going to go in. Actually gets hookshot immediately.
What a hook shot.
Stops the RP, and now Nisha, he gets turned by the Eclipse right there. He does have a buyback, but
what a godly hook shot from Forev right there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The insight there, to the reaction to be like, I want to stop you from getting a big RP off. That was pretty solid for sure.
That was sick. Like hookshot has a cast point too. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Bears, obviously, you go back to as well that you can't take away from what they're doing. They are, of course, playing on point now that this game has picked up here. And looking to go 5-1 in the group stages if they manage to hold on to a victory here. But, I mean, alternate attacks, they do still have Wombo Combo. Frankly, it doesn't feel like Phantom Assassin has done much, if anything, this game either, so.
Yeah, maybe she actually should have rushed BKB, or like Helmet Dom BKB. Actually, yeah, the Helmet Dom crew has been pretty useful. Maybe like just BKB so she can fight earlier. I don't know. I don't know. It's just, it was just a really tough game for her to begin with, and she just crushes the keeper. But yeah, I think like not having magic immunity though is just, it's just you can't go in. Clip, Blinding Light, Illuminate. Just get destroyed.
She has it now, so there's hope you can see it there. And again, the nice pickup on the Coddle. Farab goes in though. And that quick snipe kill onto the Disruptor. The Static Storm from Rubik actually coming out. Hard to tell sometimes. He still has that. He might be able to get one more use out of it before the effect wears off here. But they get the quick kill on Disruptor. He's dead for another 25 seconds. Phantom Assassin is making his way over, though. So, again, if they do happen to get that big RP off with the Empower on Phantom Assassin, like I said, that God Wombo combo, it's potential of that.
Magnus needs BKB, though, because now Rubik can just blink Yules or blink Lift or pretty much do anything and stop the Magnus unless he has a BKB. Because you ideally want to be able to skewer them like deep inside the base with the Magnus so that you can actually win the team fight. I don't think an RP without the skewer is actually going to do that much because they're so far behind right now.
Yeah. Luna, meanwhile, is just farming, getting more levels, getting more farm. It looks like she wants to finish her Eye of Scotty here and possibly get level 10 as well. Or level 20, excuse me, to get that level 20 talent there, whichever she chooses, more aggressive and more defensive. But
well, very ungreedy by Fada not going for a Butterfly. Butterfly is a ton more damage, but Scotty allows you to survive the RP a lot more. The Butterfly evasion might not necessarily help you during the RP because you can just get splashed by the Empower, in which case your evasion is useless. So this is a much safer build. If the only way that you can lose a game is by getting RP'd and cleaved down, Scotty is by far better than Butterfly. And I think that's the only way that they can really lose is a big RP onto Luna plus Rubik plus Invoker, or actually just Luna and Rubik would be enough, I think.
Well, again, they're going to try to find that opportunity, but Bears for now is keeping the spread going and farming all over the place, not giving them much hope. Magnus, he does have his own BKB as well, so again, these key items are definitely coming out for alternate attacks here with the couple of the BKBs, but this is going to be a Shrine kill at the top side, and that will be the final Shrine taken out now as the Alpha Wolf providing the nice damage or benefit too for the Dire side here. 21-14 lead. They look at the net worth charts, and we're jumping upwards of almost 20,000 here in their favor, and about a 12,000 or so experience lead, and that was Double G getting picked up by Sunstrike. Oh no, that was just bottom lane. He just was down there with them. Caught up. We're looking at the charts right there. Meanwhile, Clockwork goes in, but he's going to be glimpsed back immediately. But there's the Sunstrike, and down goes Ogre now. That's 2 dead just like that. And now they're pushing it. Double kill for Firo.
Making really good use of the Sunstrike Clockwork combo, though. Every single time. Just nailing it.
Oh, it goes for the combo again. Unable to land. The glimpse back on a Luna, though. We'll put her in a pretty bad spot. Now Fata. Let's have to get Forest Staff to save. Exotic Deer not going to chase too far, though. He popped the BKB. That's really unfortunate because that's not what they wanted right there. BKB on Nisha. He has that RP, but he's not going to get the chance. He does not have a buyback, by the way. If he dies, the Sunstrike's going to land. He will fall in the end. Luna was picked off, though, by Phantom Assassin. So maybe something coming out here for this Radiant team. And Coddle gets glimpsed back in. That's 2 kills.
Oh, I can't believe Fada went back in there.
Yeah. Low and clearly vulnerable to get killed, and that's what we saw right there now. Exotic Tier needing to Phantom Strike defensively. That's not going to work, though, in the end. Oh, he actually avoids the Tornado Low hits. And that should be the end of her as Ogre Magic also picked off. And now Phantom Assassin, no buyback.
Still, they have RP up. RP skewer into T4s. Let's go.
Big play here. Oh, that's a deep dive from Firo. He is not feeling like he's in a vulnerable spot by any means, and I guess he will scare them off. 15 seconds on Resurrection for the Magnus. He obviously does have a buyback now if he wanted to, but he's going to hold on to it as the Tier 3 tower will fall. And the Rack's going to go down shortly after, but with no Phantom Assassin, they miss out so much damage. Like you said, maybe like secure it on the Tier 4, but that's quite the hope. And in the background, he jumps in, but no. Hero blinks out before. Static Storm will catch the Clockwork. Blink again by Fear actually used right there. The Blinding Light pushback. Another PKB from Nisha as he's all of a sudden realizing that they're in a bad spot. The Eclipse pop by Fata, and Double G ends up falling. So alternate attacks. It's just too little firepower at the end.
Wow, the Force Spear almost got the Disruptor too. And he has to dodge a Tornado too. Invoker's such a menace.
And he's not level 25 yet, but level 23. He actually doesn't have his level 20 talent.
Yeah, he's been not taking the talent. Remember, he's the Invoker that didn't go any talents. Just Max Wex and Exort.
Skills. Oh, they're gonna make their way to the bottom lane and just try to really finish this game off now. Go for the Mega Creeps, of course. As both the top and the middle have been completely destroyed. So you know what? Even if they don't end up winning this, I want to see this combo, man. Gotta land a big RP here.
I also want to see a big RP.
That's why we have the hero, right? Just for those moments, but not going to get the opportunity just yet, as Bears will actually retreat and play somewhat smart.
They want to pick up some items. Invoker want to push out top lane, Rubik want to pick up eggs, and now they can just both get recalled back and go at it again.
Eggs on Coddle. Looking for the easy refreshment there. Fire Blast currently stolen by Rubik, not the greatest ability ever, but that's a stun initiation. Definitely don't mind having it. Smoke out from ATN though. Gonna try to find that opportunity. They have Invoker top lane. They wouldn't mind killing Firo here.
Oh, they've been scanned out.
And he's gone. So much for that. Octarine Core picked up as well. He's still running. They're hunting.
They have the X Gem on Night Stalker, so Firo could potentially actually get. No, he's already bottom. He TP'd out.
Here comes that bottom push now. So they're going to try to go for Roshan, but it's like, I guess they do it very quickly. Potentially. No, yeah, they're not. I was going to say, it's just so, meanwhile, your tier 3 bottom is going down and you have to defend.
Luna's already set up. You don't want her set up like this, and then the glaive just bouncing everywhere. So if you TP in like your supports are, might already get owned.
And Rev starting the fight. He's going to be glimpsed back, but you know what? He's got his cogs down. Kind of done his job already. The Sunstrike set up. Night Stalker will barely survive. They do have a Shrine. He's right there. Nisha trying to be sneaky, but he's being seen. Going in with that Shadow Blade.
No BKB on Magnus. This is Rubik's time to shine.
There we go. Clockwork goes in, actually catches Magnus, pushes him off the map almost. And there's a Sunstrike to take out Night Stalker. He's saying dead. Come on, Nisha, go for it. I mean, they're spreading out so well. Like, obviously, he's just not getting the chance right here. They're playing it so smart as Bears. Oh, and that's maybe the only hope. Their tier 4s are taking damage meanwhile. There we go. He's like, ah, screw it. Let's just go for the one. Let's go for the big target. They push him back into the Static Storm. And Fata looks like he ended up falling. Yes, he does go down. He does have a buyback, though. Guess what? He uses it immediately. He's like, all right, you had your fun. Now let's finish the game. It looks like Bears will pull through here. Over ATN. Eclipse. Phantom Assassin falls. Down goes the Magnus, and GG while plays are called. All right, again, ATN, you know what? They're playing much better here on day number 2, but clearly some tough opponents. But they do have the Magnus, you know, he got a little too passive.
I would also think the Bears didn't play super well in the early game. They died a lot in the lanes. Luna died a few times, Keeper died a few times, Clockwork died a few times, Invoker got schooled in lane. So, you know, he's seeing some of the weaknesses from Bears. They have a very strong draft, very strong mid to late game play, and very strong individual play from Yapzor. But the others, I don't really think stepped up to the plate in this particular game.
So, alternate attacks. Unfortunately, the winless streak will continue here. Now
winless. You make it sound so positive.
The winless streak. Yay! Yeah. I mean, they still have, what, 3 more games here. So you do, I don't hope that any team goes winless by any means. Hope that they can come through. But their finish of the day, they play Alliance, which is one of the hotter teams. You got Pro Dota Gaming, and that's probably going to be their best chance. And then they do play Secret to finish it off. So, yeah, Pro Dota Gaming, that's going to be the match for them to definitely hope to come through with a win for. As Pro Dota actually did pick up their first victory earlier today. They beat the team of Bean Boys, actually, in that matchup. So, yeah, if Alternate Attacks wins that matchup, you know what? There'll be every team with at least one win, which I would feel good about. But as far as on the other side, the more important side, of course, you got Bears now at 5-1 here in the group stages and setting themselves in that top spot at this point. So, ladies and gentlemen, though, once again, stay tuned. We got our next matchup coming up just around the corner. It's going to be actually that Pro Dota team as mentioned. They're going up against Cloud9 here in the next game. So stay tuned, guys. I'll be right back. More Dota 2 action coming at you for the Kiev Major Qualifiers.